This is not test. Rogue fell in prey. The shadows is slated for destruction. Several orbital nukes have been launched. There is no recovery. There is only death. You are alone.
Hopefully this guy isn't totally schizo posting, but yeah. Wendigoon, friend of the channel, so we gotta give it a fair shake here. We gotta see if Wendy's going to prison.
The movie really makes fun of both sides. This movie does not take sides politically.
So the vibe I'm getting is that this is like an H-Bomber guy almost type of vibe. Which might just be a projection by me, but like... Interesting. Why is this about Wendigoon? Why is this about...
If you're not aware, Wendigoon is a horror conspiracy theorist YouTuber with several million subscribers that, as you will hopefully come to see, should not be seen as the wholesome, southern-friendly dad persona that he has publicly constructed around himself in the past several years. And that, like many people who talk about being Christians as much as he does, has a dark past with deep ties to far-right extremism. On a base level, his work has never been of personal interest to me. We share a similar focus on topics that we like to write about, but our similarities basically end there. I have no need or desire to hear 5 hours of opinions on Blood Meridian from a 21-year-old millionaire who got...
Is Wendigoon 21? There's no f***ing shot. There is no shot. Don't tell me, dude. Oh, thank God. Okay. It's 24. Okay. We're good. Almost had a f***ing heart attack.
Famous around the age of 19. And I know that is probably the most boomer thing that I have ever said.
Yeah, that's pretty f***ing boomer, bro. He's 24 now, bro.
Apologies for that. But I say that to argue that I really do think that there are some works that are really not intended to hit the right way until we are older. There are some works that fundamentally will not be understood by you if you are wealthy and have always been upper class your entire life. And this may all sound condescending, but that doesn't stop it from being somewhat true. I don't mean that to think that you shouldn't be able to say or publish whatever you like at any point in your life. You're obviously free to do so. And I also don't want it to be seen as if I'm talking down to young people, because I'm not. Politically, they are frequently the most with it, and their voices should be heard on issues that pertain to them. They are looked down upon too often in our culture. What I'm talking about here pertains to the very act of writing itself, and with that, perspective. And I don't know if you can actually really truly be a good cultural critic, with a voice that has a definitive perspective, without several years of genuine, independent, lived experience away from the home that you were raised in.
Yo. You gotta fucking cite your sources, bruh.
And in his case, he became exceptionally wealthy by the time that he was 19 or 20. And so if you leave the home and immediately become famous and rich, without having to ever actually truly struggle, can you be considered to have ever actually had lived experience at all that would qualify you to give criticism on works of art about the experience of average and poor people?
Interesting. Interesting. He's basically saying, hey yo, Wendigoon got rich early as in his life, and so does his lens actually have value? Because I guess because he hasn't seen much of the world or something like that. My boy, in Praise of the Shadows, you know, feel free to reach out if you want to have a conversation, bruh.
I would argue not. And if that is the case, why would your perspective matter as a critic? Not to mention the fact that Wendigoon was raised in a very wealthy family, and with that comes...
Is that true?
From a wealthy perspective. He himself has inadvertently admitted that his family at one point had millions of dollars, when he said once on stream,
"Dog, you better show your f***ing source, buddy."
Would you believe me that when my dad was young, he used to be in an organized crime gang, and is now a Sunday school teacher?
That's f***ing cool as hell. What the hell? Bro, this guy's making me like him more. What the hell? That is so cool, bro. Okay, why wouldn't he just put the video here? What the hell?
Very wild life that guy's lived. He was in an organized crime gang that my grandfather ran. A lot of bad things went down. They got investigated by the FBI. My grandpa went to jail. My dad had to testify. and tried to take up the business. The business fell apart, and he ended up losing millions of dollars to the state.
Wow.
Lost everything, found God, became a Christian, and is now both the best man and the best Christian I've ever met. But also, I'm not
He got bodies in the basement though, bro.
even here to criticize his body of work. I think his videos are very uninteresting, but ultimately that is secondary to what makes him worth talking about. The first of which are the very strong beliefs that he seems to hold as important, that are in my opinion the antithesis of what horror should be about. There are many things that are red flags that we could talk about, from the
Holy f***, man. This is really just 40 minutes about Wendigoon. Holy f***. Let's get it.
bizarre gun ownership, the flagrant use from my perspective of his religion as a shield from criticism, to the belief that he at one point followed many far-right accounts on Twitter from
Many far right, but it's just Kyle.
Rittenhouse to Parler, the social media website where the January 6th
Oh, Parler. Right. Parler's like the Trump f***ing, yeah, okay.
insurrection was in part planned. People said, oh, he only followed them. But that doesn't mean that he agrees with them. But there are screenshots of tweets that may have been deleted, that clearly in my mind show a support to Rittenhouse. Although, since I did not take these screenshots, they do have to be taken with a grain of salt. But in relation to everything else that we're going to talk about here, to me it seems to fall in line with his general beliefs. These have been widespread across the internet, and to my knowledge, I can find no examples of him directly saying that these are not real. So he may or may not have actually followed these accounts or supported them. But I do not believe that he has ever outright said that this did not happen, so take that as you will. We could talk about his past and supposedly being a founding member in an online conspiracy theory group that, according to him, snowballed out of control into being a white supremacist neo-Nazi organization called
Dog, you need to start citing your sources. What is going on? What the f*** is happening? Bruh, that's pretty serious. Wendigoon was a part of a group that ends up in becoming a white nationalist organization? Like, what? Bro, imagine this is actually just cap. Like, this guy's just actually, like, schizophrenic. Man, this is funny.
the Boogaloo Boys.
The Boogaloo Boys. That's a good name.
Online username at the time was Boogaloo Boy.
Who knew a gun owner would support Rittenhouse? Shocking. Yeah, I guess that's true. This cadence sounds like JCS criminal psychology trying to inspect his brain over nothing. There's no way. Yeah. Oh dear, he had money. He also took jabs at Brandon Buckingham, which will not be tolerated. He took jabs at Brandon Buckingham? That's like a sentence, bro. Holy f***. Jesus Christ.
And he claims to be the first to have started using it, but that he left the group and became Wendigoon after things started to get out of hand. And this is not a conspiracy theory in itself. Shockingly, he literally has said so in writing. As you'll see, he was just like, oh geez, sorry guys, about starting a violent hate group, guys. Sorry that people got killed. I totally didn't mean to do all that. My bad.
What? What the f*** is he talking about? That's crazy.
I'll do better next time. Also, it should be noted that the Boogaloo Boys are known for wearing Hawaiian shirts. And guess who else always has on a Hawaiian shirt, despite the fact that he publicly totally does not share in their beliefs, guys. I'm just saying that if at the very
Whoa. What the fuck? Too much lore. Holy shit. Okay, whoa. Holy ballsack. He made this really hard to read, bro. Why'd you do that? Okay. Alright, so I'll go ahead and make my official statement here because better to come straight from me. Over 2 years ago, I was among the first to using the term Boogaloo. Originally, it was a rendition of Che Guevara's, not that he was a good person by any means, code word for revolution. And I have always been a proponent of freedom and liberty.
I'm a bad boy.
Yes, you are.
Bill on Wendigoon growing up rich, he heard had millions of dollars and then chooses to ignore the bussings fell apart, lost everything.
Yeah. Thanks all, Damon. Thank you for the 10 bones, bro. Yeah, I mean, that's like a pretty, like, weirdly typical seeming thing, man. It's like, people, their parents being rich and then just losing it all. I guess the 2008 crash, maybe. He lost it all in the 2008 crash, bro. What can I say? But yeah, this is fascinating shit. But, alright. I'll go ahead and make my official statement. Okay. I believe in the divine rights of every human, and therefore aspects of self-independence are important to me. So I began using the word in small settings, and the... What? He made it so that I literally can't read this. Bro, I can't read this.
I'm just saying that if at the very least I, in any way whatsoever, somehow accidentally, inadvertently, started a hate group, I wouldn't continue to still dress like them if it were me.
Oh. But he's wearing... But he's wearing the Hawaiian shirt. Jeez.
It would make me...
Bro, but it's fucking drip. It's drip, bro.
Look like I still believed in their cause, and that I just couldn't talk about it because people would publicly get mad at me. If I accidentally started a hate terrorist organization, I wouldn't rebrand as a horror YouTuber the next year, and instead would try and fight that ideology as much as I could. And if I didn't do that...
Look, man, based on my conversations with Wendigoon, the guy's a fucking certainly, like, I didn't get any, like, bigoted red flags at all. Like, he was actually kind of defending Jewish people against, like, the Fuentes conspiracies and shit.
Then it would probably be fair for people to assume that I still agreed with their actions. At one point, he posted on his subreddit and asked me about my old Boogaloo Boy persona.
Someone asked me about my old Boogaloo Boy persona, so I made my response and thought I'd share it to set the record straight again. I hate being political, but I wanted to clear this up. Love y'all, thanks. Okay, my bad. So this is where we can read it. Holy tits. Oh, shit, bro. Get out of my face. Shit. There we go. Yeah. Here we go. I believe in the divine rights of every human, and therefore aspects of self-independence are important to me. So I began using the word in small settings and then decided to make a meme page using the name, as no one had done so yet. To give you an idea, my name was Boogaloo Boy, and several have pointed to me as being the original and starting the Hawaiian shirt thing, as I've just always worn those shirts. However, as the term became mainstream, more ideas began to come into the group. Everything from Antifa members to fascists wanted in on it, and the original idea became muddled and broken. I always meant it as a for the people thing, yet it quickly became something else. To give you an idea, I've watched the same news stations call it a far leftist movement and a far right movement in the same day. It became something I didn't want to be a part of, and so I left. I dropped the name, took a break, and decided to talk about things I enjoy, like conspiracies and movies, under the new title, Wendigoon. It was something I acknowledged, but I'm not a part of anymore for what it became. Some of my current followers and friends were with me then, but I'm not part of that anymore. Okay, fucking Wendigoon lore dropped. Boogaloo Boy.
Someone asked me about my old Boogaloo Boy persona, so I made my response and thought I'd share it to set the record straight. Again, I hate being political, but I wanted to clear this up. Love y'all, thanks. The statement that he included with this read. Alright, so I'll go ahead and make...
Oh, for fuck's sake, he ends up reading it. Bruh.
Were arrested. I'm not a part of that anymore. So, do you remember when armed men were arrested a few years ago for planning the kidnapping of Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmire? That was the Boogaloos. Do you remember when white people showed up at the George Floyd protests and caused property damage and violence in the hopes that black people would be blamed for that? That was the Boogaloos. A great deal of their members were spotted in the Capitol during the January 6th insurrection. In 2020, they killed several police officers in
Holy fuck.
a drive-by shooting in Oakland, hoping that black people would be blamed for the violence, in an attempt to create racial tension. The reason they use the word Boogaloo is in reference to a meme that says Civil War II Electric Boogaloo, obviously in reference to the 1984 film Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. Okay, so let's take a closer look at some of
Dude, this shit goes deep.
the phrasing of his official statement. First off,
Holy fuck, we're really gonna read into this, huh? Oh, because he said Che Guevara's not a good person when...
I have tried and failed to find any connection to the word Boogaloo to Che Guevara.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, I see, so he thinks he's capping.
In fact,
Oh shit, let's see, wait up, what's going on? Oh fuck. Okay, let's see.
when you Google Che Guevara Boogaloo, you just get things related to Wendigoon. When you type in Che Guevara word for revolution, you get things related to Wendigoon. Che Guevara died in 1967, and the earliest example of the word Boogaloo that I can find was in 1966, in relation to the musical style. So I would wager that that is more than likely a lie to cover his actual intentions and sympathies that he held as a seemingly radicalized teenager. According to the Center for Strategic and International Studies, the word boogaloo began to appear in online forums related to hate content on 4chan somewhere between 2010 and 2012, when, Wendigoon would have been about 10 to 12 years old. Specifically, I have seen multiple times that it is believed to have been born on gun-related forums.
Dude, that smile is fucking nuts. Sheesh! Sheesh! He's like, I gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, fucking Wendy. Aw. Wendigoon's a good guy, man.
I can find no evidence that within their organizational structure, that they have any allusion to their values starting or being connected to Che Guevara in any capacity. So claiming he was the first to start using it, or among the first, is not true, and is frankly a bizarre claim to make. By the time he would have made his Boogaloo Boy username, the word would have already had a near decade of being entrenched into the deepest layers of alt-right internet radicalized extreme racism. He wants to simultaneously be seen as distant from the organization, but still dresses like them on a daily basis, and fully takes responsibility in claiming that he started their movement, that was already in motion at least 7 or so years before his involvement, which to me just kinda seems like he enjoys taking the credit for that, as historically, he already had an out that he was in middle school when it truly actually began. And
okay, wait up. Let's see Wendigoon's comment real quick. Oh shit, it's not that long. Okay. Interesting. Okay, fuck, man. Yeah, let's just let it play. Wendigoon responded, but yeah, let's see.
If he's lying about these things, it just makes me wonder, what else is he lying about? And the difficulty in seeing the lies, in between the things that are true.
Is he even a Christian? Yeah, probably.
Is always the point with these kinds of people, who say, for instance, that they do not believe
these people, man, relax, man.
in far-right hate.
Oh shit, what's this shit? What's he putting on screen? So just to be clear, you're not in the white supremacist shit that the Boogaloo guys are accused of being about? I hope not, because I love your content. He said correct. Okay.
Right hate, while doing something else at the same time, such as wearing a distinctly coded Hawaiian shirt that would be understood by the initiated.
Fuck, man, it's a Hawaiian shirt though. They're kind of drippy.
As Jared Thompson puts it, who works with the Transnational Threats Project that focuses on the evolution of digital terrorist networks, Boogaloo memes and slang are often deployed in similar formats, and using similar language to more mainstream internet discourse, creating a challenge in parsing the difference between complex inside jokes and memes that are used as a tool of Boogaloo extremism. Then,
if you don't have a clip of Wendigoon saying white nationalist shit, then what is this? Bruh. What? Come on, man.
Wendigoon would go on to say that the organization was corrupted by the left and the right equally, but I can find no evidence that the left ever tried to co-opt an organization that actively desires a race war within America. Just on the surface, that makes no sense. And on top of this, people who are centrist, or on the left, do not use the phrasing Antifa members.
He got him, dude. I don't, like, this guy's not showing me any receipts of, like, Wendigoon really being alright, like, if that makes any sense. I get the association, though. It's like, clearly he could have been, like, a edgy 4chan kid or whatever the fuck.
The only people who say that are the ones that see Antifa as some sort of homogenous radical left-wing activist group, as opposed to a general term for anti-fascist movements. He is kind of telling on himself by saying Antifa members, as if they are a part of an organized political
Interesting.
militia.
Holy shit, this perspective's crazy.
Like many alt-right groups are, such as the Boogaloos. And saying that there was harm and violence perpetrated on both sides is the kind of language that other fascists, like Trump, say to disorient people into not seeing far-right extremism for what it is. He makes the bizarre false claim that he invented the use of the word Boogaloo as a for-the-people kind of thing, and he doesn't believe in what that group did with his idealization of anti-government ideals, and also wants it to be very clear that he is not a political person. But to my ears, this is all conservative doublespeak, and I hope that this has become—
Okay, but wait up. Like, what evidence is there that Wendigoon is, like, a political person? You know what I mean? Is it just that he hangs out with Brandon Herrera? Like, I get the association thing. But what is Wendigoon... Like, is it the religion thing, right? That's because it's the argument, right? It's like, he talks about being religious in his videos, so that's, like, political. Okay. Keep cooking, fucking boy.
Becoming obvious to you as well. In my opinion, there is a regular pattern of behavior there, from supporting Rittenhouse to having multiple ties to other far-right extremist figures, that I think a clear picture is painted that he does not mean—
Oh shit. Other far-right extremist figures.
this as a communist kind of thing, and seemingly more so means people as a very select group. Wendigoon is very publicly friends with Turkey Tom. They have been seen together on multiple occasions, and I've seen online mentions that Tom was either at his wedding or at the very least was invited. Tom has been accused of using the N-word multiple times in private conversations, including these screenshots of text that are alleged to be real, and he's also been accused of saying that the upper tiers of his Patreon were intended for Jews with deep pockets. Wendigoon is publicly connected to the Internet Historian, and has even appeared in his videos. The Internet Historian publicly said that his birthday was April 20th. It is not, and has only said that as a joke because that is Hitler's birthday. Wendigoon
Muted.
Man, I was spitting there. I was like, not fucking Turkey Tom, bro. This guy's interesting. He's actually interesting because he, it seems like he has a lot of fucking info. It's so funny just that he's just like standing in front of the evidence. Fucking funny, man.
It was April 20th. It is not, and has only said that as a joke because that is Hitler's birthday. Wendigoon is publicly friends with Donut Operator.
Oh, Donut Operator. Interesting.
And even retweeted a photo of the two of them hugging. Donut Operator is a gun-crazed, very far-right YouTuber with 4 million.
Donut Operator is obviously like a fucking, like a Blue Lives Matter type vibe guy, whatever you would say. But like, is that very alt-right? Is that very alt-right? I don't actually know enough about fucking Donut Operator, but very alt-right. I'm picturing Fuentes, you know what I mean? But we'll see, whatever, who cares?
Subscribers, whose career consists of him reviewing footage of police officers shooting and killing people. He was once a cop himself, before he made more money making YouTube videos and retired. His content is very pro-state, pro-cop, pro-gun, and pro-death to people who don't share his beliefs propaganda.
Yeah, that's like, but what this guy needs to keep in mind is that that's actually like the status quo, like almost, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of the liberal, like a lot of liberals think that even if they don't say it, but that's also like the conservative status quo, you know what I mean?
For example, one of his videos is titled Takes Gun to the Face, and features a picture of him smiling in the corner of the thumbnail next to
this is weird. This is just weird shit, man. I've thought this about Donut Operator. It's like, bro, holy fuck, like this is some postmodern ass content, bro. It's crazy.
Image of a terrified man about to be executed by cops with the text
that's fucked. Like, it's a bit. I mean, he's a predator, so he deserves to. It's like whatever.
That reads head removal.
Hi everyone, Donut here. We got a couple of shootings for you today. The main shooting.
Holy shit, are you serious? The one like receipt from a video he adds is Donut Operator being hyped about a guy getting his head blown off.
Just warms my heart.
And you know, for someone who supposedly is so very anti-government, Wendigoon seems very comfortable with a man who makes his living worshipping violence committed by the state. He's a
Wait up. Wendigoon's anti-government? You can't. Whatever.
Man of no conviction, claiming to be very against the government and for the.
But bro, he's like, you can't be friends with someone who you don't agree with politically, bruh. Relax.
The rights of the people, while at the same time giving a warm embrace to one of the biggest fascist bootlickers on the internet.
Is he? Is Donut Operator a fascist bootlicker? Fuck, man, I don't know enough.
And the only thing that one could reasonably gather from this picture of them hugging is that he too is a fascist bootlicker himself.
Really? Okay.
He has collaborated with Nick Crowley, who constantly makes money through the most morbid and shameful true crime content, of showcasing the last minutes of people before they are suddenly and unexpectedly.
What? Wendigoon made videos with this guy?
Killed. Crowley is similar to Wendigoon, and that on the surface they seem fairly edgy, but clean enough. But then you notice that he follows less than 200 people on Twitter, and among them are the same circle with names like Wendigoon, Plagued Moth, Turkey Tom, Mr. Ballin, and Donut Operator.
Those are the most extreme people that he follows? I don't know who Plagued Moth is, but that doesn't sound that crazy. Like, what?
Wendigoon has collaborated with Plagued Moth, a completely shameful content creator who reviewed snuff films on his Patreon before it was taken down, and has been accused of showing genuine gore content to minors on Discord, and whose
okay. Interesting.
main YouTube channel consists of him reviewing censored videos of horrible acts of real-life violence and death. He is
that shit's fucked up. I agree with that, but holy fuck.
Publicly friends with Shoe on Head, who is a.
Oh my god, what's he gonna say about Shoe on Head, bro? This is gonna be fascinating. Holy shit.
conservative masquerading as a leftist, who has built
He got her. He fucking, dude, this video is actually hilarious. Holy shit. Holy shit. Damn. This guy like had to have known that this would cause a bunch of shit to go at him. Like, I feel like the Boogaloo Boy stuff was his strongest evidence, but all of this guilt by association stuff is weak. Yeah, the Boogaloo Boy stuff, yeah, like he probably, like Wendigoon probably knew what it was when he was a kid or whatever the fuck. Like when he was, what, like 17, 18, 19? Yeah. Realistically, yeah. This is pretty funny though. I like this guilty by association shit. I think that's funny.
a career
Because with this, it's like theoretically, right? Like anybody who's friends with like Second Thought, which is like a lot of people, or anybody who like makes content with Second Thought, you just could say basically like they're, you know, they want to kill like civilians or whatever, right? Like
off of lazy anti-woke content, complaining about SJWs, who says stuff like, Karl Marx rising from the grave finding out his movement has been taken over by fat, ugly, mentally ill losers. He is friends with Brandon Buckingham,
that's just facts.
a gun YouTuber who has been accused of threatening. He is friends with Oompaville,
Oh. Holy shit! That was what he said? That's what he said for Brandon Buckingham. Holy shit. He was accused of threatening the R word. He's taking Sneeko's fucking, that's wild. He's taking the Sneeko fucking claims, bro. Wow. Oh my.
Marx rising from the grave finding out his movement has been taken over by fat, ugly, mentally ill losers.
That's just a funny tweet, bro.
He is friends with Brandon Buckingham,
Yo, is this guy fucking dumb? What are you fucking doing? This guy, bro, this guy's actually stupid as hell. No offense, but what the fuck is he doing? Using a picture from Buckingham where he's talking about his fucking grandfather. Why did you show this? Because Wendigoon fucking basically wished him well? You can't kill this guy, lol. Praying for you. Bro, don't be a dumb fuck. Like, do not be showing this shit and using it against people online. Do not invoke people's fucking families like that, bro. Weird.
gun YouTuber who has been accused of threatening rape. He is friends with
Holy shit, what? Oompaville? No! What did Oompaville do? Dude, Oompaville's my goat, man. Oompaville's my father. What the fuck? What's wrong with Oompa? Watch it. It's just like a video of him like an innocent like elderly woman in broad daylight, and he just like glosses over that. Like that's like evident. Okay, yeah.
Oompaville, a gun-obsessed content creator that has taken advantage of Nakado Avocado's mental decline.
Bro, holy fuck, this guy's cracked.
Fame and for money, and on top of that,
bro. Nakado Avocado knows what is happening. He's not come on, man. Like, what? This is how you frame Oompa? Like, holy shit, this guy's, like, asking to get his fucking face dunked on. Like, he's literally invoked, like, 13 people who could all make videos about this. Like, holy shit. Honestly, this is great bait. Like, this is fucking awesome. I love this guy. Unironically, this guy's fucking, like, actually goated. I hope he keeps making videos like this. It's actually funny as hell. It feels like a fucking joke. Like, it's awesome.
Buckingham, a gun YouTuber who has been accused of threatening. He is friends with Oompaville, a gun-obsessed content creator that has taken advantage of Nakado Avocado's mental decline for fame and for money, and on top of that has made content with the human trafficker Andrew Tate.
Never mind. Yeah, no. Yeah, fuck Oompaville, bro. Fuck him, man. Bruh.
He is friends with Mutahar.
Oh, yeah, Mutahar's a Nazi. Yeah, that's true, actually. Fuck. Yeah, alright. Wendigoon's a fascist, bro.
Argued against Andrew Tate being deplatformed from social media websites, and has recently showcased a great deal of transphobia in his most recent
That's insane! That he knew that, because, yeah, that's what Mutahar did.
Video. He has publicly interacted in a friendly way with the account Rock Solid on multiple occasions, and with just a quick look at their profile, I saw them liking anti-posts and content. He interacts positively with this closed TV, a far-right
Fuck, man, I gotta check what that is. Notice they didn't use any of the thousands of cases of Indian. Oh god. Notice how you attacked his profile, but not the truth of his statement. Whose likes are this? These likes are fucking this guy's account? Rock Solid's account. POV, you are my homeschooled son, and I am teaching you history. Real. So Wendigoon replies on an account, and then because the account likes racist shit.
with the account Rock Solid on multiple occasions, and with just a quick
Was Hitler autistic? He was stimming. Bro, this is a joke. Like, he's twacks tweaking off his ass off. Anyway, bro, this is... Come on, man. Fuck. Like, I'm not saying, like, yeah, okay, yes. This is like, but like, to associate that with Wendigoon, bro? It's fuck.
look at their profile, I saw them liking anti-trans posts and neo-Nazi content. He interacts positively with Disclose.tv, a far-right propaganda website that uses hate speech, engages in
Wait up, what is Wendigoon?
Interacts positively with Disclose.
Research into something a bit too far.
TV, a far-right propaganda website that uses hate speech, engages in Holocaust denialism, and platforms neo-Nazis. He has appeared in content with Mr. Gunzengear, whose Twitter bio reads, dedicated to restoring the civil rights of Americans. But despite
Okay. Let's summarize so it's easier for the media to report on a very obvious trend. Just kidding, they know this and are intentionally ignoring it. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Banning guns, using guns to go, okay. Leftists, I see. Interesting. Okay. I feel like it's cap that leftists are the ones committing mass, death. That's just cap, but yeah, okay.
Despite that, he's tweeted negatively about trans people many times. He has interacted positively with Goran Thumb, who has said, the traditional family should be encouraged and strengthened. I see little to no support from the government or big media.
Blood, that's not... Bro, you can't be saying shit like that as if that's controversial. Like, come on. That's not controversial, bro. Like, what...
He has said anti-trans statements. He has called people degenerates, and has said that non-traditional sexual interactions are a disgusting, hedonistic...
Swinging is a disgusting, hedonistic lifestyle and is the breakdown of the family unit. This isn't, like, extreme. Does that make sense? Like, this is just what a normal conservative dad would think, isn't it? I don't know.
Lifestyle. That is the breakdown of the family unit. Wendigoon is publicly friends with Brandon Herrera, who has made jokes that
okay, well, fuck him.
Implied that he was sympathetic with public shooters who killed leftists, and collaborated.
Really? Is that real? Shit, man, this is a crazy video. This is dense. So glad I finally got to meet. AKs were shot and icebergs were melted. Okay, he doesn't fucking give the receipt. Damn it.
Leftist, and collaborated with Kyle Rittenhouse, who has posted images of himself with an MP40, which is a gun used by the Nazis, that he described as the original ghetto blaster. I've also seen people insinuate that Herrera was with Wendigoon in the days of being part of the Boogaloo movement, but I cannot find substantial proof on if this is true or not. But I've seen several comments saying this, so online it is at least culturally believed to be true. He has appeared...
Yeah, I guess that's good enough. My preferred conceal and carry.
In gun-related content with Haley Luan, an influencer whose content is based entirely around making the United States military appear fun and bizarrely sexually appealing.
Okay, that is fucking sus, okay? We don't need hot women doing propaganda for the US military, okay? We need more hot men doing that.
Which again, for someone who is supposedly anti-government, he sure does seem to have a lot of wealthy white friends who actively work to uphold the values of the American empire. Or we...
Where's he getting that he's anti-government? Fuck. Oh, based on the Boogaloo shit. Okay. Huh. This was a teaser image put together for fun. Apologies for not asking beforehand. Here's the actual video thumbnail. I'll delete the previous tweet, no worries.
We could talk about the time that he stole art to use in promotional material for his videos, and then blamed it on his editorial team instead.
Yeah, my apologies. Neocranium makes great content. No disrespect was meant at all. The image was put together by a friend as a teaser and was never meant to be the thumbnail for my video. I should have clarified if fan art was used either way. My bad. Here's the real thumbnail. Huh.
of just taking the responsibility. Then, of course,
So he's just like tacking on like a bunch of shit. Like every L that Wendigoon's ever fucking. Yeah, this is like a hip. This is like, yeah, okay. Interesting.
there is his username. To the Algonquin people, the Wendigo is a negative spiritual symbol that is to be avoided
Wait a minute. Really? What the
and whose name is to never even be said out loud or written down. So I know there's a bit of a hypocrisy there on my part, but we kind of do have to say it for academic purposes, so
We gotta say the slur for academic purposes. Sorry, guys. Oh, man. Dude, this video is like a fucking fever dream. Like, even the visuals are killing me. It's actually wild. You're telling me Wendigoon's name is a fucking borderline slur, bro? What?
So I know there's a bit of a hypocrisy there on my part, but we kind of to the Algonquin people, the Wendigo instead of just taking the responsibility. Then, of course, there is his username. To the Algonquin people, the Wendigo is a negative spiritual symbol that is to be avoided and whose name is to never even be said out loud or written down. So I know there's a bit of a
So it's like Voldemort.
hypocrisy there on my part, but we kind of do have to say it for academic purposes, so apologies for that. Starting with Algernon Blackwood's horror short story called The Wendigo. People have for hundreds of years taken the creature and used it for their own means, including Wendigoon in his very name, which is something that indigenous people have been very critical with him now for years. This
Okay.
next thing that I'm trying to argue is not to discredit his feelings regarding to his own personal history. But what I will say is that Americans who are white or partially white in rural areas love to claim a percentage of native
Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. We got 300 people chilling in here. What is going on? This video is like we're reaching high level schizo. But you know, it's interesting kind of. Oh, bro didn't do any research. He stole it all from a Twitter thread. That kind of might make sense. All right. Read Wendigoon's comment. Lowell, spare us the schizo. Bro, but the schizo's so funny. Okay, I will read Wendigoon's comment right now, okay? For you guys, just because I feel like we're like 20 minutes in, and this is a lot, you know, to just be slandering the good name of Wendigoon without giving him his fair response. So let's read his response, and then we'll watch whatever the hell else of the video. Okay, Wendigoon responded to this saying, "Please no one harass or comment rude things on my behalf. I do not agree with or condone meanness in any way. If you're here to leave a spiteful comment or remark on my behalf, don't. Nothing good comes from anger. I want to apologize for people saying awful things to you on Twitter. I did not know this was happening, and don't stand by that behavior. I followed you because I saw your Slenderman video and enjoyed it, then saw you in my recommended follows. It sounds like you strongly dislike me, and that's okay. But if I've done anything to cause that, I apologize. If I have ever spoken against you without cause or made any joke at your expense, I am sorry. I did not follow you to harass you, but if that contributed in any way, I wish I could take it back. You don't have to like me, but I hope you do not feel I have ill will against you. There's a lot you assumed incorrectly about me, but that's to be expected. I try to keep my life private in what ways I can, and my friends mentioned in the video can take up for themselves. I will only point out that your assertion about Brandon Buckingham is particularly egregious because the lie regarding a threat was made up by Sneeko when Brandon called him out on his behavior." Friend of the channel, Sneeko, for those who don't know. My boy. I know you wouldn't support an internet figure like Sneeko, but you inadvertently did by not checking the source. I've made similar mistakes. Most YouTubers have at one point or other. But harmful allegations spread when people parrot rather than decipher data. I have said things in the past that I do not agree with now, and I am learning to better myself daily, and each day find myself more in the wrong. I am sorry for the things I've said to bring hurt or strife onto any person or people. May God forgive me. I hope you're successful. The Slenderman video was great. I hope you don't find myself or my audience impeding your career. And again, if you're here to leave a mean comment for me, don't be. That was pretty classy. He threw in the little Buckingham defense. But effectively, it seems like Wendigoon didn't really work to like debunk anything that he's saying. He basically said, "My friends will speak on their behalf. There's stuff you assumed, but I'm not gonna get into the weeds about it to maintain my private life or something." And buddy, Brandon Buckingham, you're barking up the wrong tree with that. So yeah, that's interesting. Oh, I would not want to be this guy right now. But let's see what else you got.
Heritage for bizarre conservative reasons, relating to, like, reverence for the land and fascistic nostalgia for a time that never existed and stuff like that. He has attempted to deflect from criticism over the use of the name by saying that his grandfather was Native American, and that he learned these things culturally through him. But I personally have to look at it from the hypothetical perspective, where, say I had a black or mixed grandfather in this situation, and black people were telling me that I was doing something that was racist or offensive to them. I would then listen to what they were saying instead of claiming that I had the right to do it, because
This is a schizo post. Holy shit.
I had some melanin in me. Especially if I were more or less raised within a primarily white cultural area, like the Appalachian Mountains are. And also on top of that, just, frequently associated myself with white supremacists. There are 26...
Oh shit. Okay, bro, are any of these people actually white supremacists? Sincerely. Sincerely. Like, fuck, man, you gotta prove that, bro.
6 million people in this region, and well over 80% of them are white, with the majority of the others being Latinos. And if I had no cultural connection around me to that non-white percentage of my history, then what really would give me the right to dictate whether or not what I was doing was appropriate? I really would have no ground to stand on. The other thing that I would add to this is that Wendigoon and I are practically neighbors, and I know...
What the fuck? Bruh. This video is like a flashbang to my face, dude. Every like 14 seconds, he just says something. I'm like, oh, fuck. Damn. Whoa, this is great. I fucking love this guy, man.
Know this area very well. Okay, so I live in Asheville, North Carolina, and between that and the reservation...
Just fucking shows like Google images of his house.
You have the community of Lake Junaluska, which isn't actually even a real town. You can walk across the whole thing in a matter of minutes. You got Waynesville, you have Maggie Valley, and a few other small drive-by communities. And beyond that is the Cherokee Reservation. Wendigoon lives somewhere just on the other side of the reservation. That is not me doxing him. He has said many times publicly that he lives in East Tennessee, and I'm not even saying what town he lives in. According to the latest census, there are only 23 black people who live in Maggie Valley. There are 15 Native Americans.
What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ.
Despite it touching the reservation. Most of this area used to be sundown towns. It is about as white as you could possibly get. Deep Appalachia is very white country, and for the most part, is exceptionally racist. Genuinely in this part of the country, you have to assume that any white person you meet is racist unless they show you otherwise. Almost all of these little towns are well over 90% white. But if you were to drive through Maggie Valley, you would find antique stores selling busts of Native American braves, carved wooden eagles, vintage paintings of buffalo, super racist generalizations that idealize the idea of the noble, good kind of Native American. And then you'll drive onto the reservation, and it's just run down and poor as shit except for the casino. He has said that the Wendigoon name came from his cultural connection to native lore through his grandfather's side, but I can assure you that
Bro, play the fucking...
unless you were on the reservation itself, that actual native culture has no aspect in the general lives of the people around here, other than the racist trinkets that depict them. And as I said a moment ago, the Wendigo is Algonquin, who are nowhere close to the vicinity of the Cherokee, who are in the southern Appalachia region.
He's entering fucking nerd emoji territory right now.
And throughout the lower sections of Middle America. The Algonquin people are Canadian, and a little bit northern.
Yo, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, we love those land acknowledgements, bro. That moment when like Trudeau reminds the Algonquin people that the land was stolen, despite having zero intention of ever giving it back. We love that shit, bro.
American, to insinuate that he can use the Wendigo name by citing local culture.
Holy fucking shit, bro. This is crazy.
Native customs is completely absurd to a person who lives in the same general vicinity as he does. It is obvious that he just thought Wendigos were cool, and has come up with some seemingly...
Yes! Yes! 100%, that's... Yes, whatever he just said, that's correct. That's definitely what it is. You just thought it was cool. You didn't know it was fucking offensive.
Strange backstory lie that is easily proven to not be true. Unless,
but where did he claim this lie? Like, where's this lie?
you know, his grandfather is Algonquin and just moved to Tennessee. But if that were
Fuck's sake, man.
the case, I don't know why he wouldn't just come out and say that by now. And the reason why he doesn't is because it isn't true. There's a lot of bizarre religious-like mythologizing around his past that I particularly hate. Like it always being said that his interest in cryptids and horror began with oral folktales in Appalachia that are passed down and told to children. I assure you.
Bro, this guy is literally a fucking Wendigoon fan. Like, you can't make this right. You cannot, like, okay. I understand that's rich coming from me. It's like, obviously, like, you could say the same shit about me, Sneeko, whatever, but it's like, this is like deep lore. It's fascinating. Like, he's clearly watched a fuck ton of Wendigoon. Probably, unless this is like a Twitter thread he's summarizing.
As someone who lives near him and has for most of my life,
It's such a weird ass fucking way to, bro, it's so weird. As someone who lives next door to him, and has my entire life.
this is total bullshit, and is some weird false cultural imaginative idealization of the American South that is not actually true to the real Appalachia. We aren't sitting around at night talking about the goddamn Mothman and shit. I even came from a poor family, and he didn't. When I was a kid,
Bro, this guy's acting so resentfully. Holy shit. Holy shit. What did Wendigoon do to piss you off? I understand why he asked that. We gotta stop painting lead in baby rooms. Bro, I feel for this guy though, because he's gonna learn the hard way. Like, this is fucking, oh man, this is tough. This is a high level schizo post, unironically impressive. Is he about to drop the Wendigoon docs? Yeah, fuck, man. Facts, Brian. Goddamn. This guy isn't even allowing for creative license and crafting a brand and persona. Yeah. I guarantee he's only doing this for Wendigoon's attention. Getting that comment from him must have made him squeal with glee. Yo, I'm bored. You're just wrong. You're wrong, okay? Take it from the guy who simulated shooting H3H3 in the head, okay? I doubt that this guy even expected Wendigoon to give like such a gracious response, okay? He probably read Wendigoon's response and he felt bad, you know what I mean? I don't know, this guy seems like he's probably a decent, empathetic guy, but this video is like crazy, bro. This is, like, it's just so, oh man, it's reading into so much and with so little fucking receipts, and it's like, bro, oh man. We gotta keep it going. This is great.
kid, I have seen people writing in man and shit. I even came from a poor family, and he didn't.
Fuck, man, that's funny as hell. That is so funny the way you said that shit. That's a fucking great soundbite, bro. Unironically, that's fucking good. Like, this guy's funny.
Sitting around at night talking about the goddamn Mothman and shit. I even came from a poor family, and he didn't. When
Fucking Wendigoon.
I was a kid, I have seen people riding into towns on horseback. He admits to being raised by millionaires who got their money from crime. He just likes spooky stories, which is fine. So do I, obviously. But to come up with some weird folksy reason as to why he became a folklore YouTuber that somehow culminated with the destiny of local oral tradition is the kind of language that is used by members of a cult of personality. They might as well claim that he was born on a fucking mountaintop. Nobody talks about it. But don't you think it is extremely weird and off-putting that all of his fans call him Dad? Isn't that really strange?
But Wendigoon is my dad.
What follows is an exchange between two anonymous indigenous people about how they feel about him and his behaviors. I've been watching a YouTuber named Wendigoon for a long time, and I noticed that his username always made me feel weird. He often uses Wendigo imagery in his merch, and made it a part of his brand. He says that his grandfather is Cherokee, and taught him the legend, and I'm not going to make assumptions on if he is lying or not. But I feel really weird still. It feels really disrespectful to me to use that name. I'm not sure if I'm being a baby about it, or if there's something wrong here.
I mean, at least they admit they're not sure.
He has also said some shit about cultural appropriation that put up some serious red flags for me.
Interesting.
The Wendigo comes from the Algonquin people. I don't think Cherokees come from that group. Plus, he's presenting the white people concept of a Wendigo. You can call him out, but he has 3.5 million subs. His community will probably hunt you down before you ever get him to shut down. What follows is the comment that they were referring to about cultural appropriation, where a native person called out Wendigoon for his use of their spiritual symbol. To which he said to them, I'm actually going to make a video on this in order to make a direct response, but for now, cultural appropriation is a good way to alienate one group of people from the other. Whenever a society makes advancements in art and literature, and then another society gatekeeps others from interacting with it, it makes the creator seem inhuman and odd.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel that.
The easiest way to create prejudice is to convince others that a group of people should not be interacted with.
Yeah, I don't know, like, this feels coherent, what he's saying, which is basically like, look, people are taking an interest in the culture, like, even if it's kind of a surface level, you know, it's still, you know, a genuine interest.
I have spoken to several natives who love the concept, yet only those who have no value in its existence say I shouldn't talk about it, inciting
No value in its existence.
an indoctrinated superiority.
Indicating an indoctrinated superiority. Interesting. I've spoken to several natives who love the concept, yet only those who have no value in its existence say I shouldn't talk about it. Indicating an indoctrinated superiority. Interesting.
Furthermore, when we stop talking about cultures, they die. This is
Yeah, okay, that's actually kind of valid.
especially applicable to Native Americans, who use spoken word to pass down their stories, and if we do not continue to speak their stories, their culture dies before we do. Lastly, I was raised in Appalachia, and my entire life has been filled with stories of the mountains, and creatures that lurk in the dark. My culture is as American as any, and I recognize the importance in keeping the fire alive. I in no way mean this to attack, or to be direct, just a simple reply. If we develop the idea that we can't speak of certain people, then we're no better than those who silence them.
Interesting.
He's basically using the I have a few black friends excuse to tell him
Oh, bro. Oh, fucking hell, man. This guy's good. This guy's actually fucking good, man. He's actually such a fucking high-level schizo poster. It's actually such a troll. This guy's fucking funny, though, unironically. That's good. That is fucking good.
better than those who silence them. He's basically using the I have a few black friends excuse to tell indigenous people to fuck off and to not bother him, so that he can continue without criticism to make a lot of money by selling plushies of a monster that was invented
Yeah. Facts.
by a white British man that is ultimately making fun of their culture, as well as plastic figurines, posters, shirts, and other merchandise that depicts Wendigos. I don't know if he fully realizes the irony of being a rich and famous person taking a symbolic figure from a smaller native group of people that he is not connected to in any way, that is at least in part to them originally used as a metaphor for colonialism. The reason that
Is it? Oh, shit. That's interesting, actually. It's very interesting.
this comment is publicly still available is
Okay.
because Wendigoon archived it by posting a screenshot of it early in his channel's live to his Reddit page, as a clarification of
Okay. Hey everyone, so I hate getting political, but this keeps coming up. I'm showing this comment reply so my opinions can be made known going forward. I've also blocked out the original commenter. And please do not show hate if you see it on the video. Okay.
of his official position on why he should be able to use
So
the
that was his take when he had 50,000 subscribers. Now he has fucking 3 million.
name, saying, "Hey everyone, so I hate getting political, but this keeps coming up. I'm showing this comment reply now, so my opinions can be made known going forward. I've also blocked out the
Being a bro. You're good.
original commenter, and please do not show hate if you see it on the video. Also, I'm at 50k. I love you all so much. Also, I have received
I think cultural appropriation is mostly an issue when someone like steals something then takes credit for it. Like the way the rock and roll was stolen from black people. Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Elvis, what the fuck? Elvis. Yeah, I think what you're saying makes sense.
comments from natives who advise me not to use the term Wendigo, as it is a bad omen and is dangerous. That is entirely different from not talking about a group of people altogether. They genuinely believe the legend and want me to be safe. They're cool. Thumbs up emoji. It has become a more common thing for people to call him out on his beliefs, his behaviors, and at the continued use of the Wendigo in his name and the merchandise that he makes a lot of money off of. It became so much of a conversation that he even put out a statement, trying to shut this down, saying, "Some rude and slanderous things have been said about my character, and I just want to clarify that I am not right-wing or bigoted or anything, besides thankful for my opportunity to make goofy YouTube. The only
Well, this was in response to the Rittenhouse stuff, I reported on this. This was in response to him being friends with Turkey Tom, him having some like loose kind of semi, affirmations of Rittenhouse, and being Christian and liking guns. I already covered this. This was not related to the Wendigo, whatever, conspiracy or whatever.
The only thing I believe in is loving God and my wife. Donut operator. You know, the
It's like a good copy pasta.
ex-cop who makes death content. The Wendigoon shared a picture of the two of them hugging not long after this. Can be found in the comments of this post asking if Wendigoon wants him to start killing people.
Won't lie, finding out my favorite YouTubers know each other has been the best part of this fiasco. Okay, yeah, Donut Operator, I get schizo vibes. I can't cap. I get fucking, yeah, like, this is weird. Weird.
Who said that he was right-wing. I think that this is an all-time bad public statement that says absolutely nothing substantial. And that's the point. I quote-tweeted this and said, not that I have a stake in this whatsoever, but this is such a non-statement that doesn't even address any of the issues that folks are criticizing him for.
Oh, I remember this, actually, I think. I remember him saying this, damn.
Someone using their religion as a shield in the same breath as claiming that they believe in nothing politically is a red flag. Oh, I'm just a goofy, wholesome boy. Please don't ask me why
I remember this! Damn, dude. Holy shit.
follow less than 500 people and one of them was Kyle Rittenhouse. Don't ask me about all the guns that I post pictures of. I promise I have no strong beliefs. Apolitical, really. Why are you slandering me? I really only care about this because if you have that large of a platform and make your money from being a public persona, then you are no longer fully a private person. And your political beliefs do in fact matter and are a fair time.
Yeah, but, dude. Because the big thing that I would say, right, is like, Wendigoon does not inject. Look, if he does, show me a receipt, okay? Because I have yet to see Wendigoon injecting his politics that this guy's projecting onto him into his content. You know what I mean? If at the end of every Wendigoon video he was like, gays for Donald, you know what I mean? If at the end of every Wendigoon video he was like, dicks out for fucking like shooting up LGBTQ, like, you know what I mean? Like if, okay, it doesn't need to be that extreme. You get what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is that like Wendigoon's content itself seems to me fucking harmless, right? Like why does it matter this much when he clearly tries to like shy away from the fact that of any kind of politics? I don't know. I guess it could matter. Cultural appropriation isn't inherently a bad thing. When different cultures come in contact, they tend to meld and take pieces from one another until it becomes a new culture. Look, man, as a Canadian boy, Toronto is like the multicultural capital of the world. And what does that mean? It means you get like fusion restaurants. Where basically, like, yes, it's like you combine two cultures and you get the best of both worlds, baby. You get the Korean, fucking Japanese food or whatever. You get the Indian, Israeli food, whatever it is. Being friends with Brandon Herrera and Donut Operator, making content with them is inherently political? I don't think so. I mean, like, those guys are political. Those guys are 100% political. Donut Operator, Brandon Herrera, 100% political. Does just hanging out with them or whatever make you political? Doesn't really, I don't know. I'm not convinced, like, fully. Damn Crody, I thought you were an NYC Jew. Okay, Lo Orochi, clearly you're new here, you fucking guy.
Topic of debate. You can't get mad if people call you unquestionable things that are said or done if you are making money off of them. And what resulted from some good faith criticism of
Al, he got the bundle of sticks moment.
Some good faith criticism.
Wow, damn.
Of his use of language was days upon days
Gotcha.
of people calling me amongst other things, but that was their go-to word. And to be honest, if you're a public figure who is being criticized publicly, and the only people who come to your defense are Nazis, then that can only be read as two ways. Either that you're sympathetic to their views, or that you're perfectly fine making money from them, and are comfortable with that ideology being the backbone of your base. And
What? What the fuck? Wendigoon's base is Nazis, bro? Bro, Relax, man.
This did go on for like at least a week, where every
I'm sorry about that, though. That sucks, but holy shit.
single time I said anything, my mentions were just filled with the most vile far-right rhetoric from Wendigoon fans.
That's an L. Damn. It's not gonna get better after this, but, you know, we'll see.
And if anyone ever criticized me, and people's reaction to it was to immediately start using hate speech, I would shut that shit down so fast.
Right.
I think that most decent people who work online would do the exact same. And if they don't want to be seen as a big group of Nazis, then let's see how they react to this video's existence, because I am certain they will be very level-headed about all of this. Right in the midst of this going on, a very funny thing happened, and that Wendigoon followed me on Twitter. I was
Oh shit. Oh shit.
not following him at the time. He never publicly told people to stop calling me a friend. He never once reached out to me privately, but he did follow me, which means in my eyes that he 100% knew what was happening because I did tweet about it several times, and then
Jesus Christ.
followed me to let me know that he knew, and that
Bro. What? Whoa.
he was watching and that he intended to do nothing to stop it. Why else would he follow me in that exact moment? He has never interacted with a single one of my posts. Not one like, not one comment. We are not friends.
Damn. I can picture Wendigoon watching this, just fucking tears pouring down his fucking eyes. We're not friends. Damn, bro, this guy's... I feel bad for this guy. I unironically do, kind of. Fuck, man.
But he does follow me. He follows next to nobody on Twitter. What other motivation could
Bro, he follows 500 fucking people. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad, man. He thought that Wendigoon followed him to, like, terrorize him. But Wendigoon comes down here and he's like, bro, I followed you because I liked your content, bro. That's fucking sad. Jesus, man. I didn't expect this to have such a fucking tragic ending.
he have had there to follow me in that specific moment, other than to be a method of quiet and deniable intimidation?
That's incredible. Holy bro, oh my god, I want to give this guy a hug. I want to give this guy a hug. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. That's wild. Fuck, man.
What other way could that have been read from my perspective? If you think it was entirely coincidental, which he may argue it was, then I've got a sack of magic beans I'd like to sell to you. That was the moment that pushed me over the edge to
Okay, if he's got beans to sell, now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking. I'm listening.
make this video. There are other very public instances from him of transphobia and homophobia. Like when he allegedly
Bro. Receipts. Please. Holy fuck.
said, calling Chris Chan, a man who
Okay. Calling Chris Chan a man who mutilated his body with a box cutter because 4chan said he was a girl, holds a deep hatred for men and most women, decided to be a girl so he could hook up with lesbians and now abused his mom. She is disrespectful to and delegitimizes trans people.
who mutilated his body with a box cutter because 4chan said he was a girl, holds a deep hatred for men and most women, decided to be a girl so that he could hook up with lesbians, and now abused his mom. She is disrespectful to and delegitimizes trans people.
Isn't that... I feel like that's not that outrageous.
Like he, a very publicly straight, married Christian cis man, somehow is the
Yo, sis. Yo, sis, though. You got that sis. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna sizzle fucking. Alright.
authority on what legitimizes a trans person's identity. He has tried to cover this up and has denied that it happened, but I think there's enough evidence to say that it most likely did. One user said at one point, he's been constantly misgendering her on Twitter despite being corrected numerous times, to which Wendigoon said, "Show me one time I misgendered her on Twitter. Actually, please don't watch my content if you're going through my replies and monitoring followers, who may just be unaware of Chris Chan's entire lore. Perhaps people just not knowing something doesn't mean that they're a transphobe. But if we go back and look at old screenshots from this time, you can see that this account is quote-tweeting Wendigoon's transphobic tweet, but if you go to that account today, that post is now quote-tweeting a deleted tweet, which to me shows that more than likely, Wendigoon went mask off with his transphobia, and then deleted the tweet sometime afterwards, when he realized that people would be mad about it. But there's a very small chance that this is not true because I did not take the original screenshot, so make of that what you will. We could talk
I mean, respect for pointing that out, I guess.
About the time that Nyx Fears did a video about the disturbing movie Iceberg, who is a great horror trance creator, and I really hope that she's not mad at me for mentioning her here, because I think she's very cool and you should definitely go read her books. But
Blood, what are you about to say?
Wendigoon famously did a very popular video on that particular iceberg challenge as well, and in the comments of her video, he said, "We will be watching your career with great interest," which is just kinda gross, because in a way it is similar to him following me. It is him telling.
Okay, boss. I think that's enough for tonight. Thank you guys for coming out. Holy shit, schizoid fucking whoa! Sheesh! Damn, this guy's got a great point, actually. Okay. That was crazy. That was crazy, bro. Absolutely fucking batshit insane. Oh my god. Okay. I know nothing about this dude. Okay, holy fuck. Oh my god. Sizz Riz, yo, facts, bro. That's crazy, though. Wow. Incredible. This guy's actually, like, it's Kino. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look, here's the thing. Like, I view it on a meta level. It's like, the fact that this is, like, unironic is just, it makes it so much funnier. Like, it's actually unironic. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, I agree, though. The guy does need help. Like, this is a cry for help. Like, this is crazy. I can't fathom this shit being real, bro. This is, like, absolutely mental. It's mental, bro. Like, I was really holding it together, seeing where this was leading, and now it's just like, okay, bro, like Wendigo, bro. I'm sorry, but I gotta eat a fucking bug after seeing this shit, okay? I need to feel like I'm not the most sane person in the room right now. You know what I mean? Hey, look at that. Look at that little fella. He got a leg. Yo, they got a leg. Okay, sorry, I gotta switch hats. Hey, yo, my boy, in praise of shadows. This little cricket, this little fella, Gilbert, this goes out to you, my friend. Shit. Gilbert, get. Fuck, I'm touching. Oh, I got him. I had to touch a bunch of other ones. Hey, oh, God. Hey, yo, in praise of shadows. This is my boy Gilbert, okay? Shoutouts to you, bro. Hope everything's going well. Ignore me, I'm just a little frog. Guys, Gilbert, he's all over my monitor now. Literally all over my monitor now. So that's an L. He's a frog. Yeah, bro, I'm a frog. Buy this hat, too. Oh, yeah, Gokanaru.com.
Shut up, Gokanaru. The real thing you should be advertising is our brand new Hubert NPCs. Did you enjoy the Sneeko video? Do you desire the love and companionship that comes with owning a Hubert of your own? Well, then you should head to Gokamerch.com and sign up for the email list. It's easy. Just take a look at one of our satisfied customers.
You open it.
Oh, that's hard. A little bite! Wow, look at that smile. Making a friend has never been easier with our new Hubert NPCs. Sign up to the GokaMerch.com email list today so that you'll be the first to be notified when Huberts go on sale. Only a limited quantity will be sold. So sign up. All right, back to the clip.
Let's finish this video. This schizo post is unreal. Like, I love it. Like, this is Kino. This, unironically, I'm not joking. This is fucking awesome.
Her that he sees that she's doing similar content to him, and his presence in the comments is
Bro, are you serious? Like, this is so unbelievable. Like, what an insane interpretation. Like, holy shit.
very popular video on that particular iceberg challenge as well. And in the comments of her video, he said, "We will be watching your career with great interest," which is just kinda gross, because in a way it is similar to him following me. It is him telling her that he sees that she's doing similar content to him, and his presence in the comments is undercutting her video, while he also at the same time seemingly makes it look like he supports trans people.
This has literally, we are lifting off. We are in space right now. Wow.
Like in the responses to his comment, people are saying things like, "Wendigoon says trans rights," while meanwhile he's simultaneously tweeting about Christian multiple times.
Crazy.
We could talk about another time, where someone made a YouTuber gay sex alignment chart and put Wendigoon as a sub-bottom, to which he responded to them and said, "What did I do to hurt you?" Which
This guy, he needs to touch grass. They're 100%. That's the correct diagnosis.
Which, you know, clearly is a joke, but also the worst kinds of straight guys when they make jokes related to queerness, almost exclusively direct the punchline at femme gays and bottoms, because they view them as lesser than masculine tops. He has multiple times said,
What are you talking about? There's nothing manlier than taking a cock in the ass. Do not be fucking shit. Alright, now he's pissing me off.
that he supports queer people, but I think his actions in private clearly paint a different
Bro, are you serious, man? Jesus Christ.
tops. He has multiple times said that he supports queer people, but I think his actions in private clearly paint a different picture. He once tweeted, saying, "I do not care if someone is gay or straight. Sexuality is no one's business but the individual. Don't make assumptions. I make an effort to stay away from politics and social issues." Which, you know, first off, equating sexuality with politics kind of already shows what you kind of think.
We gotta eat another bug. We gotta eat another bug. Because this guy's going so crazy that I need to one-up him. I'm getting fucking insane mogged right now. Oh, fuck. There's so many legs. I fucking hate this. Gross as hell. Oh, fuck this, man. God damn. One day I'll just stop eating bugs completely voluntarily. It's completely me doing it. Okay, well, I lost that one. Gotta go back to digging. Alright, here we go. Bruh. Bruh. Holy fuck. These are so fucking big. I'm not gonna let this one slip out of my fingers. Yum yum. Okay. Okay, let's get it.
Think of the issue. And second off, clearly, as we have seen,
I don't like this.
everything that he does has deep political motivation.
This is not made for human consumption. Okay, bro, you gotta fucking wrap it up.
And to argue that he's just a horror YouTuber is comical. Far-right figures are often the only ones who hide their harm under a false shield of wanting to seem like they have no strong beliefs at all, because their real views are so socially abhorrent. And the thing that people kept saying to me in all of this was, "Why do you even care?" Which, if you watch the comments under the video, I guarantee you will happen again, with takes like, "Oh, he's just a YouTuber. Why does it matter?" Or, "So what if he's a conservative? Is that a problem?" Which, the answer to that is yes. But
That's good. That was good. That delivery was pretty fucking solid. That was good.
reason that I care is because this does not belong in horror, or anywhere. I care deeply about horror, and everything that he does has demonstrated so far in his career that he should not be welcomed in our spaces, or even, just in public in general. I think that these things clearly showcase a repeated pattern, in my opinion, of racism and homophobia, while on top of that, being very irresponsible and dangerous with his large platform. Like, I think that anyone who supposedly accidentally starts a neo-Nazi hate group and fully acknowledges that they did that should not be accepted within society at all. They should not.
Holy fuck, bro. He was like 18, 17 or something. Jesus Christ, this guy's... Holy fuck.
Be celebrated. They should be treated for what they are. Because remember, kids, when somebody
should be fucking hit in the head with a bat.
shows you who they are, believe them.
Well, that's facts. When someone shows you who they are, believe them, yes. But, like, this is crazy. That was wild. Holy fuck. I did not expect that to be so schizo. Look at me, dude. I became a frog. That's crazy. This has to be one of the craziest reaches I've ever seen on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, this is a schizo post, bro. Like, I get why people were like, what is going on here now? This is... It's awesome, but it's, like, so schizo. It's actually insane. By the way, when I said I liked your content, that was also a threat. Yeah, we gotta subscribe to this guy's Patreon, because if this is the shit he releases to the public, the Patreon stuff has got to be key-no. Key-no. Crazy, though. Alright, no Froggy Fresh anymore. I'm sick of the fucking bugs, man. I'm sick of the bloody bugs. There's a skull dent in my head. Anyway. Oh, pick up a bad faith hat. Gokanaru.com. I don't really know what kind of deep insight I can give about this, other than to say this guy is extremely, like, really extremely fixated on categorizing people. You know what I mean? Like, this really does, it's a self-report on how fucking aggressively interested he is in taking people, human beings that are complicated and kind of, not necessarily that categorizable, and then he wants to put them in a box. It's like Brandon Buckingham. Like, man. Whatever. Who cares?